We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago Cubs. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Kyle Farnsworth is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Dustin Ackley will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. A-Rod gloves it, and a throw on to first by A-Rod is in time, one away. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, this team has lived all season long on building big innings, and they do that because they don't ground into double plays. The fewest in the league, and that really helps you out. Extend innings and give you a chance to get the big base hit.
Kyle Seager will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. One out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. EK, one of your old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
To short, hit hard. Padilla fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano, will stand in now as we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee-high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
Tap fouled at home plate. One and 2, here it comes. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Yeah, Joe has a little bit of a tough strike zone to figure out, guys. It's never too crazy in any one direction, but it's not always as consistent as some people would hope.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Corey Hart We'll dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Tries the fork ball here, but he falls behind 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Seattle, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Hisashi Iwakuma, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's got an ERA of under 3.5, which is pretty decent for a starter. Pretty good chance that we'll see a good start from him here in this one.
Freddie Santiago will stride forward, currently sitting in 6th place in the race for the National League hitting crown.
And he's in the top 5 in runs scored, too, so he's a big part of this offense.
Iwakuma peers in. 1-1 on its way. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. High pop-up. Smoke is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
This team has to find a way to hit more balls into the gaps and get some big extra base hits. They hit into more double plays than any other team in baseball, and as you know, that's going to take the wind out of your sails.
Jesse Padilla will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Seattle Mariners. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, having Brian McCann behind the plate is something every pitching staff would appreciate. Great at pitch framing, blocking skills are as good as any. Saves runs by giving up his body. And he gets his pitchers a lot of strikes by being fluid back there with the glove.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
That's a dangerous but well-placed pitch there. Most power hitters are tempted by pitches up in the zone, but that one was so far enough up that he wouldn't have been able to do much with it.
Split-fingered fastball, but that misses, and it's 3-1.
Good at-bat so far here with 2 away. You're going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. if he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Anthony Rizzo will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
2 out with the man at first. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit back up the middle. There's Cano. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. After 1, no score. Brian McCann makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Bounced weakly near the plate, but that one rolls foul.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already, that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Brad Miller stands in for the first time now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. One and 1, here it comes. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1 and 2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Smoke, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
On it's Taylor made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
First and second, nobody out. You think you're in a great position to do some damage here in this inning. And then, the one thing that you could not have is the double play, and that's exactly what you get.
Logan Morrison will stand in, and as we give you a look at his splits versus right and left, he's had the better of right-handers, that's for sure. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1 and 2.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And they're going to strike first this afternoon as this is down for extra bases. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, time for another old baseball cliche. It's a game of inches. And it was on this ball. Take a look at how close this is to the foul line. And this is not a fair ball by a whole lot, but I guarantee you he'll take it. He pulls into second with an RBI double.
Standing in now, Hisashi Iwakuma. Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
And even after the 2-out RBI, you still have a chance to help yourself out here with a hit. You got a man in scoring position.
Here's the 2-1. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
And on the mound here, not only did you get burned by an opposing pitcher, you got burned by an American League pitcher. That's adding insult to injury there.
Dustin Ackley gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Coleman is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mariners pick up a run on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Seattle. Jacob Anderson will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Cano has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting 6th, right fielder, David Torres.
David Torres will stand in, and he enters play with the 6th highest home run total in the National League.
And he's near the top in runs batted in, so he's having a huge year production-wise so far.
Iwakuma gets the sign. 2-1 on its way. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gloved by Miller. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Eric Robeson will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, his batting average is ugly in his last 10 games.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. Kyle Seager is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. 1 away here to begin the third.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
One gone now in the Mariners' third inning, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santiago sprinting after it. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the right fielder, Corey Hart. skied into straightaway right. Torres moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A-Rod will lead it off when we get back. It's the Mariners 1 and the Cubs nothing. And there indeed is Alex Rodriguez now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Iwakuma steps into the wind. 0-2 on its way. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch-out, one away.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Stepping in now, Kyle Farnsworth. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
To short. Miller's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 27, Freddie Santiago.
Digging in, Freddie Santiago. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but does it matter? He can hit from either side of the plate.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Miller is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Brian McCann is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Set to deliver on 2-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Into the box now, Brad Miller. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
In now, Justin Smoke. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Mariners 1 and the Cubs nothing. Leading off the inning, Jesse Padilla, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And my goodness, that nearly got him as he had to back away from it. It's ball 3.
And even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Into the box, Tyler Coleman. He reached on a single in his first try.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Iwakuma a look to first, and the runner back in standing. On the ground for Cano. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Smoke. It's a double play.
As far as pitchers go, it seems like you're never far away from working out of danger if you've got that good sinking fastball. Here he's going to start this pitch right in the strike zone and then let it bear straight down. And at the plate, it's tough to do anything with it but hit it on the ground.
Anthony Rizzo will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Iwakuma's ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Morrison, and the inning is over. Cubs are down quietly. They trail this one 1-0. Logan Morrison heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Here it comes on 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
You can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. Well, that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
hit down the third base line. And it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Yeah, an ideal setup here with the pitcher on deck. He comes through with a solid single to start things out, and now you give your pitcher a chance to bunt you over and make a productive out.
The pitcher, Hisashi Iwakuma, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
A wise decision to pull it back. You've got to make sure you bunt at strikes. You're playing right into their hands if you don't.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. One there, on to first, and they get the double play.
Well, the whole ballpark knows he's bunting, so there's no catching him by surprise here. He kind of winds up jabbing at this one, and he hits it a little too hard. No hesitation this time as the throw goes to second, then on to first, and it ended up being a pretty easy double play.
Standing in now, Dustin Ackley. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And another foul ball. Two and two count. Here it comes. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate, and this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Stepping in now, Kyle Seager. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave one, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jacob Anderson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Stepping up to the plate, David Torres. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
And guys, I think the heavy stuff has arrived. This has got to be as hard as we've seen all afternoon.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Another tough pitch and a tough call there. He couldn't get him to bite again, so he's worked it from 0-2 to 3-2.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. At the plate, Eric Robeson, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a high pop-up toward the stands behind third. Here to take it is Seager, and that's out number 2.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring the dangerous Alex Rodriguez to the plate. Iwakuma comes set. Here comes the 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. McCann waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Back for more from the north side after this. Robinson Cano steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. That last one was number 84, so they're getting near the point where they'll need to start keeping tabs on him.
Corey Hart will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The tag, and he's out at second base. He probably should have stayed right where he was.
And this is going to turn into one of those no harm, no foul situations out there on the mound. He serves out the base hit here, but that guy's thinking 2 all the way, and it doesn't work out for him.
Into the box now, Brian McCann. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases.
Yeah, I thought off the bat that he'd have a good chance of running this down, but can't quite get there. You'll see it's going to hit just to the right of that chalk line out there, and that's going to allow him to get into second with a double.
In now, Brad Miller. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle, but they lead it 1-0. Travis James is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
James.
And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Grounded to third. There is Seager. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Freddie Santiago will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
2-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point. Jason Hall is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Jason Hall.
Justin Smoke will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a 1-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurts. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
Logan Morrison steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and so far that's been the only real offense in this game. Good pitching we're seeing so far.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Ball 2.
Well, that's a good take there with 2 strikes. That wasn't an easy one to lay off of.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And now a swing and a miss, and Morrison is retired for out number 1.
And when you know you've got a guy in protect mode up there and he's fouling off pitches left and right, that's when you know you can just keep taking him further and further away. He winds up getting the punch out here on a pitch that's well out of the zone.
Standing in now, Hisashi Iwakuma got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. Throw gets him, 2 down.
You know, in this situation, some people may say, with 1 out, why not just let him swing away? You know why you don't let him swing away? Because he's a pitcher, that's why. All you can hope for is for him to go up there and make a productive out, and that's what he did.
Dustin Ackley takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Santiago has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mariners leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Tyler Coleman, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. High and deep to straightaway right. Hart going back on it to the track. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
Well, this is an important time for him to bear down. He's thrown the ball very well, but he doesn't want to let the meat of this order ruin what he's done so far.
Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1. Jacob Anderson waits on deck. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And you know what? You hate giving up walks, but with a 1-run lead and a guy like this up there, better to put him on first than to challenge him and give him a shot to tie the ball game.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Danny Farquhar will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th. Jacob Anderson will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Here's the 0-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
That is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. Kyle Seager comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Set to deal on 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Not only do you not want to lose this guy, you got more trouble right there in the on-deck circle.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Robinson Cano ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Big breaking ball and a beauty that time, 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
1 run, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Hart stands in. He was hosed at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
You know what? I'm not sure if that was on him or the first base coach, but it obviously didn't work out. It took a good throw to get him, though.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And that is not good.
Runners on first with 1 down. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this is swung on and missed by Hart. He's set down on strikes, 2 away.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Stepping in, Brian McCann. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
A runner on first with 2 away. Popped high in the air. A-Rod is there for it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Seattle, but they're up 1-0. Eric Robeson digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Frederick Rosas will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Nobody out, runner on first. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. And now you're basically a ground ball away from getting out of this.
Charlie Furbush will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning.
Charlie Furbush.
Mike Dickinson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Dickinson.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
All right, now just playing a little station-to-station baseball, and nothing wrong with that at this point in the ballgame. Especially because now you get that possible tying run into scoring position at second base, still just 1 out. And meanwhile, you also get the potential go-ahead run on base as well.
Trying to hold the lead. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Jesse Padilla will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
The 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Seager has it. Cano for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Frederick Rosas is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Number 2, Frederick Rosas.
Alex Platt come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Brad Miller, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And here's a ball hit in the air. Anderson has a play, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Into the box, Justin Smoke. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Into the box now, Logan Morrison. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Robeson is right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Tommy Hunter is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 29, Tommy Hunter. Now playing left field and batting in the ninth.
Striding in to start the ninth, Tyler Coleman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
First baseman number 44.
That's exactly the way you want to start your half of the inning. You're down by a run, you get a leadoff double, now you're in scoring position. He is pumped up out there trying to rile up his teammates.
Anthony Rizzo will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Here's a shot to right field. That's falling for a base hit. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the 9th inning, but got it done.
Jacob Anderson settles into the box in a big spot. Tying run at third, winning run at first, where a ball into the gap might be able to end it.
Well, the stage is set, fellas. We'll see if he can make it happen.
Hard hit ball to second. Oh, how about Cano? To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that's when you think about a little bit. It's a tough trade-off, but with nobody out, I think you have to take the 2 up the middle here. Even though that tying run's going to come in to score, the prospect of extra innings is way better than the prospect of an extra base hit ending this ballgame. So to me, that's the right play.
Stepping in now, David Torres. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the 9th as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 10th inning coming up, all tied at 1-1. Nick Franklin is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frame.
Franklin.
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Grounded down the third baseline. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Just a good job of going with the pitch there. You see it's on the outside part of the plate, and with the bases empty, that third baseman's a good 15 to 20 feet off the line. So this is not much more than a routine ground ball, but he's got no shot at getting to it.
In now, Dustin Ackley. There he goes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's set down, 1 away.
Boy, that's a nice job at third of knowing exactly where he is in relation to his surroundings. And he's able to make the play on the move to record that out.
Standing in now, Kyle Seager. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Santiago is under it. And that retires the side. Mariners leave 1. Still tied 1 apiece. Yorvis Medina will come on here to start the home 10th, and all he's looking to do is get this one to the 11th inning. Michael Saunders is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
55, Michael Saunders.
Eric Robeson stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And that misses here, ball 4, and of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half.
Well, and here in extra innings, you just need one little spark, something that can get you going. You know, we've seen a leadoff walk to be the difference in a ball game more times than once, so they need to take advantage of this.
To 2-2 now.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Possible winning run aboard here, nobody out. Flipped out the other way toward short. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose the location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. A possible winning run on second. No one out. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I love a guy on the mound that will pitch with some emotion. He's not out of this inning yet, but he feels like he's locked in. Did you see his reaction after that strikeout?
Freddie Santiago will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggles.
Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Outside, 2-1. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. That is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Full count, here it comes. Well, this is lined into left center, and it's going to get down out there. Throw coming quickly, and the winning run moves up to third now with only one gone.
This is a nice play out there in left center. I figured once this ball got down, they try and wave that runner around third, but he gets it in quickly out there, and they force that third base coach to throw up the stop sign.
Into the box, Jesse Padilla. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Has to challenge him here. And it misses, ball 4. And with that, the winning run will be forced in. What a disaster.
Boy, it's not very often do you see a game end like that, but they put themselves into a really tough spot by loading the bases, and it's going to wind up costing them the game.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 2-1. So long from Wrigleyville.